Hell! Hey, Grego. Today is today. Listen, welcome, my people. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Good evening. I don't want to not say good evening so that now people say I'm rude. Okay? I don't want to drag this one. Everybody, Salt Nation, welcome. Aseyevu, sit down. Siéntete, siéntete. Okay? I don't know what language to use, but if you are here, collect chair, sit down. Get the one that will hydrate you. As you can see, listen, what time is it? Before I talk now, you say I'm lying. Look at time. If I talk now, you say I'm lying. It's almost 10. Do you see? So I'm not joking. I came back from work not so long ago. Okay, I'm tired. I said, let me make a drink for myself. Make a drink for yourself. Make a drink for yourself. As if I'm going to talk about this thing, let me collect what I'll drink, sit down, tie robe, and we can talk. So recently, Pastor Adeboye, some of you people's father, some of you people's daddy in the Lord, some of your daddies and fathers, although I doubt that the Salt Nation and Salt Tribe has this mentality. But if you're new to the channel and you are coming because you want to fight us about this matter, sit, we are ready. We are ready. But some of your holy fathers, some of your daddies, are out here causing commotion, okay? Causing rubbish commotion everywhere. Listen, I'm going to address what Pastor Adeboye said recently with regards to what his sons, not his daughters, what his sons should do. Pastor Adeboye, I wasn't there, so allegedly, he said something to the effect of, my sons, marry a woman who can cook. She must know how to do house chores because you cannot afford to be eating outside. This is what he told his sons. So before people come and attack me and say, are you his son? Is it your daddy? And for those of you who go about saying, listen, the only reason why you're outraged, the only reason why your body is doing good is because it's not your daddy. Some of your daddies will be giving you the same advice. If your daddy gave your brother the same advice, will you not listen? Would you not agree if it was your daddy? No, I will not. I will not agree to nonsense because my daddy said it. Let's get into it. Pastor Adeboye is saying this one, passing this message on for his sons. I mean, he also did the one for his daughters. He said, hey, my daughters, something to the effect of my daughters, you too, make sure you don't marry a man who doesn't have a job. Marry a man who has a job. Okay, daddy, we have heard you. But let me say my own before they come and say you are not his daughter, you are not his son. So why are you angry? Mind your business so that your edges will grow. Look at my edges, they're already growing. So let me talk my own. I will not mind his business. Me, I want to talk to my own sons, to my own daughters, to the ones that know the taste of my milk. Okay, so my sons and my daughters, gather. My sons, come, listen, I say gather. My daughters, you, flock, don't gather, flock, fly, run, appear like witch. Good, you are sitting. Let's talk now. I'm no longer responding to daddy. Me, I'm talking to you. Okay, my sons and daughters in the Salt Nation. All right, my son, my daughter, my children, don't marry a person who doesn't know how to cook. Why? Because you cannot afford to kill yourself. My son, you cannot afford to kill yourself. My son, learn how to cook, because you cannot afford to kill yourself. You cannot afford to use your own hand and go to the farm, pick the wrong mushroom, come to your house, cook it and die because you cooked poison. You don't want to go and pick the young cassava, the wrong yam, the wrong cocoyam, the wrong roots. Come to your house, cook and kill your own self with your own hands, because you don't know which one is good, which one is poisonous. You don't know what ingredients to mix and what ingredients you don't mix in the kitchen. And then you end up now, hold on, let me tie my robe well. Naked in myself. Because of daddy. Because of Pastor Adeboye shoe. My sons, gente, hold your ears. My daughter, gente, listen, hold your ears. Are you listening? You cannot afford to kill yourself, and you cannot afford to be rendered useless. You cannot afford to useless yourself. So if you know what is good for you, learn how to cook. Know how to cook, and don't marry person who don't know how to cook. Now, I didn't tell you not to marry the person who doesn't like to cook. You can fix that in case of emergency. It's okay. You will still survive. The person will enter kitchen. When you are dating, teach yourselves so you don't kill yourselves. You cannot afford to be useless, and you cannot afford to do what? Kill yourself. So learn how to cook. Now, Pastor Adeboye also mentioned the one for his daughters. He said, my daughter, allegedly, he said, my daughter, my daughters, don't marry a man who cannot, who does not have job, who does not have work. My own is this. This is me telling you, my children, my sons and my daughters, gente, hold your ear like this. My daughters, it is simple. Don't marry person who no get work. Don't marry someone who doesn't have a job, person who no get work, because you cannot afford to be doing romancing my master. You cannot afford to be making love somewhere in one shack in Mushi. You cannot afford to be doing lovey, my sons. You cannot afford to be romancing somebody's daughter under a third mainland bridge. That cannot be your house. A bridge is not your home. You cannot afford to be doing romancing my master. It is not romantic, it is not fantastic. In fact, it is bombastic and sadistic. Okay? You cannot afford to do that. Be living under a bridge, be somewhere on a beach, on the in the open. Some days when you have the money and the means to go back where you call home, is okay. But when you don't have any money, not a dime to your name, you not go and marry two of you people will be together. You have married person will not get work in this life. Person will not get anything. God forbid something happens and your funds drain. That person will not get brain for go find work, for people food. You know, to make sure that the family is working together and people are bringing in some source of income. When you don't get that, you go marry person like that when no kind of work for this life. When you wanna go beach, you not get where for go back to. You be romancing yourself, romantic, say me fantastic, in the open, on the streets. It's not romantic, is it? So, my children, don't marry person when no get work in this life. Notice, I did not say my son don't get married to a woman who cannot cook. I said my children don't marry a person, Now, let me address daddy, your daddy in the Lord. But most importantly, let me address you who don't take any offense to what your daddy said in public. Kitchen table talk is one thing. In public, your daddy is telling you and using this language because, I'm not going to say because I'm woke or anything. It's 2020, daddy in the Lord. It's your daddy in the Lord. He should know, Abby. If you're going to call him daddy, that you'll be collecting wisdom from. Some of people don't understand that because it is your daddy, because somebody is grown, because somebody is old, does not mean that they have wisdom. Somebody who did not know 1 + 1 was 2 at the age of 30 is not going to know that 5 × 5 is 25 when they become old and, when they reach the age of 70. It doesn't work like that. Somebody who was foolish does not automatically grow into a boy or a girl that was foolish does not automatically grow into a wise somebody or a smart, intelligent somebody. No, a fool at 30 can be also grow into a fool and a mother, or a fool and a father at 60 or 70. A whole daddy can be mad because it's your daddy and your daddy says enter fire. Will you jump inside fire with your daddy because your daddy said it? Because your daddy in the Lord said it, so you will follow. Let me not naked myself. Yo, would you follow and jump inside that fire because your daddy said so? No, you're going to what? You're going to apply with kiniko dom. You're going to apply wisdom. Oh yeah, that is it. So my own sons and daughters, if you know what I'm saying, you don't see the wisdom in it, back and go. I would respect that more than you say, mommy, pop salt and culture, mommy, me Chichi said, kiniko. So that's where I'm going. No reason. Look at the points that mommy, me, pop salt and culture, Chichi said. Okay, and how does that apply to you? How is that beneficial to everybody, every party? And here's the thing, you guys sitting out there and screaming, feminist, the feminists are angry again, the feminists are angry. Shut up. Shut your dirty, stinking mouth. Shut up. Shut up. So, I kid. But, shut up. Because at the end of the day, you're forgetting the fact that when a man or daddy is telling you, my son, the reason why you cannot afford to marry a woman who cannot cook is strictly because you cannot afford to be eating outside all the time. Therefore, suggesting that as a man, you can't cook and that's fine. So you have to marry a woman who can cook or else you will be outside eating every day. You can't afford it. Can you? This is daddy who has money. Pastor Bayo has coins, got the coins. Talking to people like peasants. Anyway, that's another story. But I'm letting you know this. Find out, dig into it. Let me tell you the fact and not the theory. At the end of the day, the fact that you're training your sons and telling them this is ridiculous. And the people who are saying, he comes from an era and an age where wokeness is not a thing, where traditionally as part of the part of what culture? Part of what culture? Let me tell you about culture. Listen, are you talking about Christian culture? The patriarchal Christianity? What are you talking about? Are you talking about what Igbo culture? Are you talking about Mankon culture? See, if you don't understand, every day you are creating the culture. Wokeness is a cultural thing. And if all these Nigerian women, all the Nigerian men are screaming wokeness and speaking against nonsense, fight as you may, karate as you may, culture is building, culture is developing. And I don't know about Adebayo's time, but let me tell you about people his age. Okay? I bet you Pastor Adeboye knows how to cook. I bet you he knows how to throw it down. But I bet you ain't never seen him in the kitchen. because somebody lied to him and told him he should, that's not your role, that's not your this. Okay? And both my maternal and my paternal sides, right? All the men on my maternal and paternal side of the family know how to cook. They are amazing in the kitchen. And not only do they know how to cook, most of them love cooking. My father taught me how to cook. Fact. My uncle in Brooklyn can throw it down in the kitchen. Do you understand? Do you understand? A lot of my uncles, both in America, and you say, oh, America, everybody does. Okay, what of the ones in Nigeria? London, Paris, France, Ghana, all of them, all these grown men from Adebayo's generation, Daddy Adebayo's generation, they know how to cook. And they cook well. My grandmother made it a point that no son of hers will kill themselves because they don't know how to cook. Will useless themselves because they went and they picked the wrong things put together and killed them. No. They all cook and they know how to cook very well. So that is nonsense. It's not a time and era. No. He's selling something to people. He's selling dreams. Selling what's inside Bible. He's selling Israelites, Jewish, conventional, patriarchal, toxic. It matter to you as cake, telling you to eat. Daddy, forgive me. I'm just talking. Don't mind me. Am I your daughter? No. So what do I know? And for those of you who think that, oh, you're only upset because this doesn't benefit the woman, it's, because you think you're just on your feminist tip and the feminists are angry. It is nonsense, because how do you want to tell? Because cooking is an essential life skill. It's not something you can do without in the case of an emergency. If you are ever stuck somewhere, and it can happen, where there probably isn't a cook available for you to hire, there's no one that can cook for you, and for a couple of days perhaps it's just you, there's some food and whatever, but there's you don't really have someone who can cook for you. These things actually happen. It's not something that, oh no, rich people, anybody, right? It doesn't matter. If you don't know how to cook or put something together to edify and to eat and to take care of yourself, you're in trouble. You're in deep trouble. It's like not knowing a language or not. Okay, maybe that's more, that's more more vital, more important. But it's literally like a life skill, an essential life skill. Essential life skill. You learn how to talk, how to communicate. You learn how to clean your body. You learn how to make food for yourself, to nourish, to stay alive. You cannot depend on something that will keep you alive from another person. You can't. Do you understand? This is too basic of a life skill. So no child of mine, none of my sons and my daughters and my genderless children, none of my children and children's should be out here not knowing how to cook. You don't need to cook. You don't need to like to cook, actually. You can eat out every day if you can afford to or if you want to. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And also, if someone is talking about, oh, this marriage thing, whatever, no, like at the end of the day, you as a man, him telling you that, oh, you have to know, you have to marry someone who can cook because you cannot be afford, basically like you don't need to know how to cook, and also you can't be eating out all the time or doing whatever, or looking for food at another woman's house, or, just disgracing yourself in search of food. He's not benefiting you. It's not helping you. Think. It's not helping you at all. Because if your wife falls sick and your family or someone, if there's no woman willing Are you okay? Really? You're going to become a beggar and debase yourself? Or are you just going to eat out all the time? You can, and it's okay. But not knowing how to cook is not cute for you as a human being. It's like not knowing how to clean yourself because you have people who can clean you, and you can go to bathhouses where you can get cleaned. You got it? You got it? Okay. Another thing is, let's address what you told women. A job, work, something to sustain you, right? So having something to sustain you is important also. It doesn't have to be a 9 to 5 where you're going to get paid. You can work in a farm. That's work. If you live in a rural area, you have built your own house and you work in the farm, or you sing for money, whatever it is. If you can take care of your significant other, as a woman or a man, gender aside, that's good. It's not okay for you to be saying, women, don't marry a man. No. What if you like that person? What if you actually have a lot of money and you want to marry the man? And vice versa. You can. However, it's not advisable to be with someone who doesn't have a skill set that can sustain, that can bring in the coins, that can sustain the family, that can sustain the unit. So me, as you can see, hold on. My own is this. It's very simple. Pastor Adeboye, Daddy could have avoided all of this by being gender neutral. And I'm just being honest. Being gender neutral, that is a lot of people's problems out here, right? It's not a matter of being feminist, whatever. It's about being gender neutral and being inclusive. Because when you're sitting there and in strong denial of the times we live in and the culture we are building and the culture we're in, when you're in strong denial and you forget the fact that a marriage and marriage roles within a relationship, forget all the gender stuff. It's an agreement between the partners. The husband can say, listen, you're a terrible cook. I will be the cooker in the family. I will be the cook. I'm a doctor. You're a business person. You have more money than I am. Okay, maybe my wife has money than I am. You're the breadwinner. So maybe you'll pay the fees and I will take care of, the properties, and I'll take care of this and I'll take care of that, and you pay the school fees and I'll do other things. Like, being gender neutral with your advice is literally what's gonna stop all this nonsense. All right, be gender neutral. These are things that will benefit both men and women, and just, be honest and just stop the toxicity. Stop spreading messages that breed toxicity. Something that you could have said wonderfully that would benefit people, and now you polarize it by bringing in this toxic rhetoric. Stop. Okay, stop. I love you all. And I love you, Daddy Adeboye. And I hope you watch this and, learn a little thing and learn a thing or two from it, right? Learn balance, okay? Learn balance from it, right? It's called humanity. It could also be called feminism, yes. So whatever the case may be, just learn how to be neutral, okay? So that both men and women can receive the message exactly how you want to say it, right? Let's take care of each other. Let's take care of each other. Maybe if this is not how you wanted to say it, I don't care. This is it. My problem in this life is wisdom. I have too much wisdom. Come and collect. All right, until next week, I've been your host, La Chichimam with Pop Salt and Culture. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be part of the Salt Tribe. I love you so much, and yeah, deuces. Let me go take this makeup off, honey.